Time to move on. I want to talk about Dawn. Some of you might not be familiar with Dawn, Dawn. He debuted in 2016 under the name Edon. He was a rapper in Pentagon on Cube Entertainment. I love Pentagon. Fans of my old podcast will know that. I think Pentagon is so slept on. Feeling like that album was one of my favorite K-pop albums of all time. So slept on. Anyways, Don was put on hiatus when he began a relationship with his label mate Hana in 2018. They decided to leave the label and stay together. There's a famous video of them walking out of the building, holding hands and kissing, kind of a love wins moment. They weren't going to break up and apologize to fans. It was a huge deal in K-pop, and it made them icons in a lot of ways because of it. They then went to Psy's label P Nation. They released solo and music together. Got engaged, but they broke up. They're no longer a couple, and they both have left P Nation. Dawn is now on Act Area. It's a subsidiary of Higher Music. He teamed up with those guys. The producing team is called Groovy Duo on this new project. So it's an EP called Narcissus. I had no idea what to expect from this, to be honest, because I wasn't a massive fan of what he did with P Nation. It kind of felt like a caricature. It just wasn't my type of visuals or music. No shade at all, but it just wasn't for me. So I wasn't sure what to expect. I kind of thought, it's probably going to be more of that. But I wanted to listen to it because I root for him. Okay. They're calling this an EP, but it's 8 songs, 8 full songs. There's good features on it. And a lot of groups have released less and called it a full album. To me, this feels like a full album. The title is kind of a play on, Greek mythology, on Narcissus, narcissism. Fell in love with the mirror, fell in love with himself. But he kind of said it's more about falling in love and mirroring someone else and like finding yourself and your way in the process. Let's talk about this song, Heart. I love the song. It's 80s synth sound that brings to mind a little bit of Jackson Wang's Drive You Home. Vocally, he's hitting Weeknd notes. Vocally, his tone sounds like The Weeknd, and I'm not mad at it. That drum build in the pre-chorus is so good. It's smooth, it's sexy, and there's definitely a tinge of darkness that's like, to be honest, it's irresistible. This is my type of music. I love it. It really reminds me of a Weeknd song. And it's the last thing I expected from him. This was the rapper, and this was the guy that was doing the ping pong song. Like, I wasn't expecting this, and it's such a pleasant surprise. But on top of just being a pleasant surprise, this is good. This is really good stuff. So out of everything I reviewed tonight, I'm going to push you the most to listen to this album, to give Dawn a chance. And I think once you watch the music video, you're going to understand why I'm passionate about this. This music video is so impactful. It's so cool. His dancing feels like freestyle. It feels like he's just letting out his emotions through dance. It doesn't feel like choreography. And the rhythmic thing he does before he starts running, coolest thing. I was blown away. Like this album, like the single, it's so unexpected and it absolutely kills. I love, love, love this song. I love, love, love this music video. So many interesting movements. And there's the moments, like when he walks by a version of himself that seemed to be happy, when he gets hit by a car, he gets shot with arrows, he's dancing shirtless and bleeding. I know it sounds gruesome, and part of it is, but it's really powerful. And it's powerful in how simple it all is. I think anyone who's walked with the pain of a broken heart can relate to this and can appreciate it. It's very, very powerful. It feels authentic. It feels like this is him. I want to applaud him. I'm moved by this, and I feel like this means something. It's really, really good. And he's also, not that this is what it's about, but this is a K-pop podcast, so we know how visuals are important. He's never looked better. He looks great. He looks really, really great. So I applaud him for being so personal. I applaud him for putting himself out there and being vulnerable. It's just another lesson for me, at least, but maybe for all of us, that like being vulnerable and putting yourself out there, putting your pain out there, and sharing your authentic self, sometimes the results can be pretty freaking amazing. And I think here they are. So I'm a massive fan of this. The album is phenomenal. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a no skip album. No skip. Listen to the whole thing. There isn't one song on here I disliked. It was hard for me to do the rankings, but a few of them grabbed me more initially. My picks off this album are Star, Falling, really every single one. Abyss, I loved. Memory, Seasons, I love, I don't. There's a lot of features that work on Falling. He has a feature with the rapper Peach One. This is romantic. This is a really fresh sound. The beat in the first chorus is bare. Just that bass. And then more instrumentation comes in. Really effective. Really well done. Romantic and dreamy. And P1's verse is so cute. I love him. I love his dog. That's a side note, but shout out to him. This song to me is what love should feel like. It hit my heart. It gave me kind of a warm, fuzzy feeling. So, and I didn't realize it was in English until I looked up the lyrics. It's funny how that happens sometimes, because for me, music is such a feeling. And if the song's well done, I don't need the lyrics. I know what it's about, you know? So I'm never obsessed with looking up the lyrics first thing. I want to take in the song first. But anyways, it's also in English. So that was interesting. Star is gorgeous. It features 10 cm, 10 centimeters. Not familiar, but honestly, so talented. That sad piano. I'm hooked in the first couple notes. That sad piano. This is emotional. There's life behind this. There's force behind this. But the restraint in the performance and the production is impressive. I don't. Cool song. I love it when you can hear fingers sliding on the frets of guitars. That's just a very specific thing, but for whatever reason, that sound is like really soothing to me. It's that song I love. Seasons. I'm so here for this groovy duo. Shout out to you guys. I am so here for these producers. Love the production, the beats. They're amazing. Seasons is another love song featuring Gemini, great vocalist. It's mid-tempo, it's happy. Gemini's tone, it's so pretty, and he sounds great. But Don holds his own with him. And if you know Gemini, you know he's a wonderful vocalist. So I loved this one. I thought this one was great. Sorry, I just realized I'm talking with my hands a lot. Still getting used to video, and I'm like, sorry about that. I need to like talk about restrain. I need to restrain myself down here. I'm emotional. I like music. Okay. Memory is great. Vulnerable vocals. I love the drawn out eye in the chorus. Kim Sawol has a mysterious quality about her voice. She's featured on this, and it made me want to lean in and listen more. The acoustic guitar and the stripped down arrangement really served the storytelling on this song. Well done. Abyss, great sound to finish the album. This is such a great way to tie up the album. Those floating vocals. This is like an after hours kind of vibing song. Heaven or hell, I'll be right there with you. Yes, I'm here for this. I think it's beautiful, and it kind of walks you through different stages of relationships. It's relatable, it's vulnerable, it's emotional, but there's also songs like Abyss that are just such a vibe. I don't want to turn you off like this is some heavy, emotional, depressing album. It's really not. It's really a beautiful album. I love this. And Don's vocals, phenomenal. To think that he was cast as a rapper in Pentagon. He can sing, and it's so wonderful to hear these vocals. This is an ambitious project, and it completely works. I'm so proud of him. I'm excited about this. I feel excited like I found a new artist that I'm really passionate about, and that's the best feeling. So yeah, I'm here for this. And I'm a fan now. I stand on, and I can't wait to hear more. I can't wait to see more. Um, really impressed. To me, this project came out of nowhere, and I can't believe how good it is. And from the discussions I've had with friends, I am not the only one. People are vibing to this. So if you're like me, if maybe you were familiar with him, but you kind of expected it to be like like older stuff, it's not. Give this one a chance. It's so good. These are the 8 songs from Dawn's new EP, Narcissus, ranked. Number 8, Lullaby. Number 7, Memory. Number 6, Seasons. Number 5, Abyss. Number 4, I Don't. Number 3 was Heart. Number 2 is Star. And my favorite song from Dawn's new album features PH1, and it's called Falling. Check this stuff out, you guys. It's so good. Congratulations to him. I'm such a huge fan. This was impressive.